Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm going to be showing you how to make a four-way train intersection. I found a few on YouTube that were not exactly what I was looking for, the roundabout system and things like that. Not really what I was looking for. I was looking for a system that would be easy to swap directions for which way you're going, as well as you can access just one single button in order to activate every single rail. So this is essentially the system that I just came up with, and what seems to work out pretty well. The idea is pretty much you can come from any direction. Say this one, for example. Hit the various buttons to change direction to go straight. You know, and then hit the button to power the rails. Um, I did have inspiration for this from a different tutorial that I will link to down in the comment section, and that was basically the inspiration for how I got to where I am right now. And then I pretty much just had to figure out a way to modify it. It did take a couple of hours to try and figure out how to get the system to actually work. So essentially, as you can see, this is sort of the setup for how you get things to work. The levers here will activate um, your turning for each individual track with some redstone underneath, and you can see that that actually changes the direction of the track, and the same thing for this one. And these buttons are accessible from any of the locations where you're coming in at. Um, and then to show you the actual circuit, it starts, of course, with a button right here next to one of the tracks, and the button placement I guess could be put in a different location, such as up here, but you would just have to, I guess, mirror image the track, and this is just how I did it personally. um, so you'll have redstone come off and go to a repeater that will be set to full, and we'll go to the right first. Then just make redstone. No, this is a little wonky here looking at it. This was just how I had the track set up at the time. But I mean, you can get the general idea. So you'll have the redstone go underneath the track and come back around, and basically you will have an inverter right here is what you will set up. Um, and then that inverter will run to a redstone torch, which will activate both of these two rails. Now, the exact same thing is done to the left for the other two. You'll use another repeater set to no delay, and you've got an inverter. This will go down, and then it will power this torch. Now, the reason that I had to come to either side for this corner, for example, as well as this corner, is if I put the torch here, then it would activate this redstone, and then it would kind of screw everything up. So that took some time to figure out how exactly to set up the redstone torches. Um, let's see. So just to give you an idea of how everything will work, we'll put the card on, set it down into position. Ah, that went a little too far. But you would come into the track, and basically you can see that the way that the track is set up right now, you could potentially go straight. There, you could turn to the right and head down that direction. But for this example, we're going to go straight. And then, of course, you could reach here. If you wanted to take a left, you could activate that lever, and then we'll go straight. So then you get powered and pushed off to the opposite side. And then the same thing from here. You would come down the track, get set. Let's say, for example, we wanted to go around to the left. So we've got that set to straight. Hit the lever, and then we go off to the left. Now, let's let's go straight ahead. So we'll push the button, and there we go, potentially. Now this is the 360 version. I'm sure that there's a more efficient way to do it in the, what is it, 1.8 or whatever adventure update on the PC. With this being the 360 version though, there's some limitations. This is the launch version. Currently there's not been an update yet. So this system that I've got set up could be outdated as soon as they drop the next patch. And one thing, the reason why I have these repeaters set up this way is essentially just because I'll show you. If, for example, I had the repeater that way, then you would have power come out this way, but see, for whatever reason, the power doesn't run into the repeater. And if I remember right from the PC version, it should more or less go in at a diagonal. So you have to make a little bit more space on the 360 version just to accommodate for having a space in front of and behind each of these repeaters, and then you would turn off from there to go around. So this is essentially the four-way intersection, where you can basically change any direction that you want to from any position on the track. And that's the good thing about it. You don't have to stop, and you don't have to get out of the train. You can basically sit, I think I will, just take a left, and then you just hit the button and you go that direction. Or, I think I would just rather go straight, so then you set the track to go straight, and you use the button and you get launched across. This is kind of a large area to be building at, so just kind of take into account that you will need a pretty good bit of space in order to do this build. And as you're doing it, you may find a more efficient way to put everything. I know I could definitely move this track back over, and do things a little bit differently. But this was just initially how I set it up originally, and I've not gone back and set it back up to a more convenient way currently. So this is the idea for the most part. I'll try and do one more little walkthrough so you guys can kind of see just exactly where everything is going. Just remember, it's important to have space here. You'll have your track that will change, and then one that won't change, and then another one that will change. And then as soon as you hit the button, it'll activate each of the tracks and set everything up. So I hope you guys enjoy, and hopefully this will help you out. Like I said, I've not seen a four-way intersection that's not overly complicated, so this was about as simple as I could figure out. And I'm certainly new to redstone. I've not used it before. I'm still new to Minecraft as well, so this is basically what I came up with after just a little bit of experience with watching other tutorials and things online. So I hope that this helped you guys out in any way. If you have any questions, send me a message or comment, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. So thanks for watching.